Hello everyone, it's CreativeNou, and in this video I'm going to showcase you the first version of my texture pack, the Wood update. First of all, I would like to mention that this texture pack started because there were small things in Minecraft that I didn't like or bother me, and I decided, to play around with them. And I don't know, it just happened that after some time I had a bunch of new ideas and was like, yeah, I can try and create a new texture pack. That being said, I want to mention that the changes that I have in the texture pack compared to the vanilla one are very small, and I'm pretty much following the style and the colors of the actual game. So if you like how Minecraft looks, but you can go for a few changes and like my changes, maybe this text pack is for you. But that also means that I won't be having a different texture for every block in the game. I'll just work on the things that I don't like, and I would like, to change something or have a good idea about it. Alright, but enough talking, it's time to show you what I've been working on. So these are all the wood types. As I said, this first update, the first release of the texture pack is going to be the wood update. So I decided to play around with planks because all the planks look the same and I didn't like that. As you can see here, we have two different textures for planks, and that's because one of them is slabs. These are double slabs. When you put two slabs on top of each other, you create a double slab and you create a whole new texture. So other than that, having a different texture for, let's say, acacia, you can see you have two textures of its wood, and I think that gives so much like possibilities to build anything really. Also, something that I want to mention is that the dark oak, the spruce and the jungle planks have 3 or 4 different textures. As you can see here, we have one texture here, one texture here and one texture here. And for the spruce, I think they are 4. I think I got them all. Yeah. And for the jungle, they are 3. Of course, the slabs and the stairs of each wood type matches their plank, except dark oak, spruce and jungle stairs that only have the plain texture without where the planks cut. The next big change of my texture pack must be the doors and trapdoors. As you can see, I changed the textures. For some a lot, for some I was just tweaked a little bit of what the original textures are. And yeah, I think I really love like acacia. It's my favorite one. I am so addicted to using it now anyway. And here the trapdoors match their doors pretty much as close as it could be. And yeah, and if you already love this texture and want to get it yourself, I'm going to let you know that you can get it on my Patreon. With paying a little bit, you can get something very cool, and it's a win-win situation, I think. And yeah, check the link down below in the description. There you can also find a lot of my schematics and work that I do only for Patreons, like trees, custom trees and worlds, and maybe later we have some tutorials exclusive for Patreons, or I don't know, things like that. But for sure this texture pack will be Patreon exclusive, and you can find it with the link down below. Now for the smaller changes, we move to the signs, the buttons and the pressure plates. As you can see, all of them have some kind of frame going around or on the inside, like here the pressure plates are like this, and you can see the signs have this frame around them like the buttons. And yeah, that is pretty much, it's a small change because I just did this small frame to change anything else on the textures. Another small change is that all logs are circular in the middle like this. I know this is not an original idea, I'm not advertising as an original idea, but that's a small change that I wanted to have in my game. As you can see from here, we are missing the fence, the gates and the boats. And that's because I've not change anything on them, they're still how they are in the game, so have that in mind too. And that, I think, completes my showcase of the wood types. Now let's move to a small changes on other blocks, as you can see up here. Most of the changes from this section here came when I decided to change the texture for the crafting table. One thing that I love doing as interior decoration is using the beehives as, I don't know, bookcases. You can say so many things you can pretend they are. And when I placed it next to a crafting table, it looked very odd, and the crafting table, you know, stood out too much for my liking. So I decided to use the actual texture from the beehives and implement it in the texture pack. And oh my god, I really love how it looks so much better. Like, this could be my favorite change maybe in the texture pack. But the beehives actually themselves had a different texture on the front than we had on the sides, and what I used here was the one from the sides, so I had to make small changes on the texture they have on the front, and that have it on the full beehive too. And last but not least, as you can see, I've retextured the chest too, to kinda look like the barrel, the top of the barrel. As you can see here, I used the same, you know, these bindings, I guess they are, on the sides that barrels have. I used them on the actual chest too, and I really like how they turn out. I hate that yellowish orange what something coral chest had. And here we have some of the other working stations, and I think the small changes go so well with them. And yeah, and with that I'm done showcasing the first update of my texture pack, the wood update. Now I guess it's time to show you some before and after, I guess, with the vanilla texture. Let's go.
Missing someone with all your missing someone with how much you missing.
Also, I built this small house to show you some of the cool things you can do with this texture pack. Like, as I said, acacia trapdoors are one of my favorite things I added, and they look so good as windows, and the double slabs down there of dark oak look really nice as base of the house. I really love the spruce planks for walls. It just gives a realistic look of a wooden house, I guess. And yeah, small things here and there that really make vanilla experience so much better. So this is the first update of my texture pack, guys. I'm going to call it Refined Vanilla, and you can only find it on my Patreon, link down in the description. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!